Good morning, my dear students. I'm happy to meet you all after a long time for a video presentation like this. In fact, I'm planning to do a board type model paper with respect to MCQ for class 12 of CBSE today. In the current scenario, there are two terms for class 10 and class 12 of CBSE. In term 1, the questions are only on MCQ. In term 2, it will be descriptive also. In mathematics, for term 1 MCQ questions, there are 3 sections. The first section, there will be 20 MCQs. The students will be expected to answer 16 out of those 20. In section B, there will be another 20 MCQs and the students are expected to answer 16 out of those 20 MCQs. And in section C, there are 10 MCQs, out of which the last 5 are case study questions. Now, let us move on to the problem directly now. See here in section A, the first question goes like this. Okay, sine of, this is my first question, C. Sine of pi by 6 minus sine inverse of minus root 3 by 2 is equal to, there are 4 options given, namely minus root 3 by 2, of course root 3 by 2, then thirdly it is minus 1, fourth one is plus 1. These are the 4 different options given to you. Just listen, answer goes like this. Sine of pi by 6 minus sine inverse minus root 3 by 2 will be sine of pi by 6 minus of minus sine inverse root 3 by 2. Since sine inverse minus theta is equal to minus sine inverse theta, using this rule I'll get like this. Therefore this is pi by 6 plus, this is again of course sine, for which value is root 3 by 2 in the principal value branch. Of course sine 60 degrees, we call it as pi by 3. Okay, since sine pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Therefore, this is anyway, take LCM, this is pi plus 2 pi. This is simply reduced to sine pi by 2, which is 1. Therefore, my answer is D. You are supposed to put a tick mark against D. Let me just repeat the whole steps. Sine of pi by 6 minus sine inverse minus root 3 by 2. There are 4 options given. Now, sine pi by 6 minus this sine inverse minus root 3 by 2 can be written as sine pi by 6 minus of sine inverse root 3 by 2, because sine inverse minus theta is minus sine inverse theta. There is a rule. Therefore, it's reduced to pi by 6 plus pi by 3, because sine pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Sine inverse root 3 by 2 can be written as sine inverse sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3 sine 60 degrees root 3 by 2, which you might have done even in 10th standard. Therefore, take LCM here. LCM is 6, pi plus 2 pi. 3 pi by 6 is pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 sine 90 degrees. Therefore, my answer is D. My answer becomes D. I think it's clear to everybody. Then I'll move on to the next sum. I'll just move on to the next problem. This one we call it as board type model paper 1. I'll try to add more papers. Time should permit. Okay. I'll try to add more papers. Just listen carefully. What is the second question? Let us say. The second question goes like this. A is a square matrix. A is a square matrix of order 5. Order 5. Order 5 means 5 by 5. Such that determinant A is equal to 2. Then determinant adjoint A is equal to, adjoint A the whole square is equal to, you mean to say answer is 4, and second subdivision it is 16, subdivision C it is 256, and of course D will be 8. You know very well, if A is of order n by n, okay, determinant adjoint A is equal to determinant A raised to n minus 1. This is the rule. Therefore, here determinant adjoint A will be is equal to determinant A whole power 4. Since A is of order 5 by 5, it is 5 by 5 given. Therefore, here it is 2 power 4, which is 16. Therefore, I need to find only adjoint A the whole square. Therefore, 16 square, this is 256. Therefore, my answer is C. Let me just repeat. A is a square matrix of order 5, such that determinant A is 2, then determinant adjoint A whole square is equal to, there are 4 options given. Now, if A is of order n by n, then the determinant adjoint is determinant A raised to n minus 1. It is like a formula. There is in fact, proof is there for that. Okay, now for here determinant adjoint A becomes determinant A raised to 4 because A is of order 5 by 5 given in the question itself. Now for determinant A is 2 power 4 is 16, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Now for 16 square happens to be 256. That is my answer. Answer is C. Answer becomes C. Answer becomes C. I think it's clear to everybody. You should know why you get the answer. It is not enough if you simply put a tick mark A or B or C or D quickly. You need to understand why the particular value is so. Okay. Next, question number 3. The interval at which f of x equal to x square minus 7x plus 6 is strictly decreasing. You are allowed to use this symbol. Decreasing is solution A. I mean to say 3.5 comma infinity open interval, and solution B minus infinity comma 3.5. Solution C minus infinity comma 3.5 union 3.5 comma infinity. Then of course D, the whole set of, you can even write C over here. Okay, let me strike this off. Now see here, f of x is equal to x square minus 7x plus 6. Now f dash of x is 2x minus 7. Now if f of x is strictly decreasing, now f dash of x is less than 0, which implies 2x minus 7 less than 0, implies x less than 7 by 2. Therefore, x belongs to minus infinity comma 3.5. Therefore, my answer is B. Answer becomes B. Answer here is B. Let me repeat. F of x is x square minus 7x plus 6. F dash of x is 2x minus 7. If f of x is strictly decreasing, that is the condition for a function to be strictly decreasing is first derivative should be strictly less than 0. For 2x minus 7 less than 0, x less than 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. For below 3.5 means I write it as an interval as minus infinity comma 3.5. For my answer is B. Answer becomes B. My answer becomes B. I think it's clear. Please understand. You should not watch simply for the sake of watching. You should understand the basic rules behind every problem what is being done. Okay, A is equal to, let us say, set A has elements 1, 2, 3. Okay, the relation R on A, which is an equivalence relation, having least number of elements, okay, is solution A. It is of course 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And solution B, you have element 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Then of course C, 1, 1, 1, it is 3, 1, 1, 3. Of course solution D, you have 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Of course, answer is A. Okay. To be symmetric, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, all the three should be there. To be symmetric, all the three should be there. Okay, therefore I mean to say A is the answer. Here 3, 3 is missing out. Okay, therefore you can't think over this. Here 2, 2, 3, 3 are missed out. Okay, all the three 1, 1, 2, 2, 3 are missed out. But anyway, answer is A. Answer becomes A. Okay, answer becomes A. Just see here. I think it's clear. You're able to follow. I think you are able to follow strictly. Okay. Now, question number 5. It goes like this. Slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent. Okay. At x comma x equal to 2. At x equal to 2 for y is equal to log x to the base a the whole square. Yes. Solution A. It is log 2 to the base e the whole square. Then solution B. It is log 4 to the base e. Solution C. It is log 4 to the base e whole by 2. Then solution D. It is log 2 to the base e. Log 2 to the base e. Now answer y is log x to the base e the whole square. Now dy by dx happens to be 2 log x to the base e whole by x. Therefore slope of the tangent. Therefore slope of the tangent at x equal to 2. This is dy by dx at x equal to 2, which is of course, this is by geometrical meaning, 2 log 2 to the base e whole by 2, which is log 4 to the base e whole by 4. Okay, whole by 2, whole by 2, whole by 2. Our answer is C. Answer becomes C. Let me just repeat. Y is equal to log x to the base e the whole square. Dy by dx is 2 log x to the base e by x by chain rule of differentiation. Now for slope of the tangent x equal to 2 becomes dy by dx at x equal to 2. This is equal to 2, This is equal to 2. Okay, therefore I mean to say substitute everywhere in dy by dx, but replace x by 2. 2 log 2 can be written as log 4 by power rule of logarithm. The answer is C. Answer becomes C. Okay, therefore rest will continue in the next video. Those who feel it is good, please share with your friends. Okay, and subscribe by clicking the bell icon and subscribe button. Okay, and the main idea of subscribing is you will get automatic notification if you are going to get new videos further. Okay, there are around 170 plus videos meant for classes 9, 10, 11, 12 of CBSE in mathematics. Okay, subscription has no charges. Thank you students for patient watching. A small correction. In the fourth problem, to be reflexive, all the three values 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 should be there. I repeat, in the fourth problem, to be reflexive, all the three elements 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 should be there. By mistake, it is said as to be symmetric. There is a small correction. Please make a correction and learn. It shouldn't be to be symmetric. It should be to be reflexive. All the three elements 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 should be there. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you, students.